welcome everyone to the first Conference of Monsters. I am pleased to welcome monsters from all over the globe. We have come together to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the publication of the greatest English work of science fiction, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus. We will begin this conference by performing this work, first made famous by the artists of the London Theatre. Miss Shelley began the novel as she turned 18 years old when Lord Byron challenged his guests to write a ghost story during a stimulant-soaked, stormy summer near Lake Geneva in Switzerland. 18-year-old women can be geniuses. We will begin by introducing ourselves and the roles we will perform from this literary gem. I am the essential element of Maximilian Robespierre, intellectual, political climber, and key leader of the French Revolution and Reign of Terror. In our adaptation of this work, I will portray Victoria, based on Victor Frankenstein.
Child say, the beast of greed is what they call me. In ancient Chinese folklore, the beast of greed was one of the 4 evil creatures of the world. The monster would eat too much and die as a result, thus becoming a symbol of greedy people. I would be playing the role of Captain Walton, as well as Alphonse, Victoria Frankenstein's father, also a villager, siren, and gargoyle.
I am the monster, Cambodian totalitarian dictator, Pol Pot. I play the creature, representing how through ignorance and neglect, the bullied becomes the bully. In my formative years, I moved frequently for school, never feeling like I belonged anywhere. Eventually, I developed a fascination for communism, and thus began my monstrous climb!
People call me a Moshina, a Taiwanese mountain ghoul, also commonly known as the little red-cloaked girl or boy. If you don't behave, watch out, for I will kidnap and lure you deep into the mountains. Oh, how I love tricking people into eating grass, mud, and animal poop. And when I grow bored with playing with you, I render you deserted, alone, and in delusion. The characters I am playing are Carolyn Beaufort, a caring, loving woman, and a loving woman to Victoria and the Frankenstein family. I am also playing De Lacy, a blind old gentleman who is a source for the creature's English literacy and the creature's compassionate friend.
My character's name is Willow, Victoria Frankenstein's little sister, an innocent being that has nothing to do with hate. I, on the other hand, am an aborted fetus. Comes back to take revenge on my mother after transforming into an evil spirit. In the Filipino culture, I'm referred to as a Chana.
I play the role of Justine Frankenstein, the adopted sister of Victoria Frankenstein. Justine is so very jealous of how much love and attention she gets. I am La Llorena, a woman that lost her children when they drowned in a river. Out of twisted guilt,
I steal other children and drown them in the river. I spend the rest of my time weeping at the edge of the river. I am an encantada from the Filipino culture. I'm a fallen angel who disobeyed the word of God. And I seek revenge on the people who don't give me what I desire. I play Elizabeth, one of Carolyn Frankenstein's adopted daughters. And in the second half of the work, I also played the character of Agatha, Old Man de Lacy's daughter.
I am Agla, the Queen of Serpents. From the Lithuanian legend, I was taken out to sea by a serpent and forced to marry him. I changed my perspective on people and situations quickly. I became unpredictable. I play Dr. Waldman, a professor who encourages Victoria's interests in chemistry. However, I later turned on Victoria, just like I turned on my family. In a later scene, I'm also portraying Felicia, the daughter of De Lacy and sister of Agatha.
I am Tulpar, the winged horse from Kazakh mythology. The wings, not necessarily for flight, emphasize my great speed. I find my origins in Central Asia. People utilized horses in our hunting cultures. Professor Krempe's area of study is natural philosophy, and her instruction is resisted by Victoria Frankenstein.
My character is Henry Clerval, Victoria Frankenstein's best friend. I am a Russian domovoi, a troll-like creature that helps the family with chores. However, if the family is disrespectful or lazy, I will make usually harmless mischief among those that live in the household.
I play Safi, Old Man de Lacy's adopted daughter. I'm Amanananga, a vampire-like mythical creature of the Philippines, a malevolent, man-eating, and blood-sucking monster or witch. According to legends, I split or separate half of my body to hunt food.
I have created a monster!
We're nearly surrounded by ice! Such a very thick fog!
The mist is clearing! What does that sound? Who's there? What the devil is that? What happens out there? You look as if you're on the edge of death.
I've lost track of the days. I've lost everything and cannot begin life anew. I may have been out there for weeks, perhaps months.
What brings you to suffer the ice?
I seek a creature.
Creature?
Has anything emerged from the fog?
It's too dark for my sight. The course had met chaos, but I may have heard a wailing coming from the North Pole where we are bound. One sailor's life or death is but a small price to pay for my goal of reaching the Northwest Passage.
Unhappy man! Do you share my madness? I seek the creature to destroy it. It has haunted me. Hear me! Let me reveal my tale, and you will end your own lunacy.
Frankenstein family. Victoria, please allow me to introduce to you Dr. Waldman.
I look forward to teaching you the history of chemistry.
Dr. Krabbe! Welcome to the Frankenstein estate. I trust your journey from the university was smooth. We are pleased you could take leave to educate our gifted daughter, Victoria.
She is wise beyond her years.
We have prepared residences for you and built a new laboratory at the edge of the estate, near the northern forest.
I've waited for you for months, professors. What knowledge will you instill on me? What are our lessons?
Natural philosophy, my dear girl.
I may be 17, but I am a woman, dear man. My interest lies in the work of the alchemists and the occult.
Have you really spent your time studying such nonsense?
Victoria! Chemistry is my peculiar study.
Professors, we are assured you both bring great teachings to our dazzling daughter. What a wonderful day.
Oh, Mother! Mother! What's wrong? Help her on. Be careful. Mother, drink an elixir. We'll calm you.
Why is she so ill?
Mommy! It's all my fault. If I had not caught the fever first, Carolyn was a saint to nurse me to health. Where would Justine and I be if she had not adopted us as poor little children? You cannot do this to me! Mother! No! Why? I need her! My dear mother has died, but we still have duties which we ought to perform. I know I'm not content with the results promised by the modern professors of natural science, and I long for the dreams of the forgotten alchemists.
These philosophers, whose hands seem only made to dabble in dirt, and their eyes to pore over the microscope, have indeed performed miracles. They ascend to the heavens to discover how blood circulates and how we breathe. These gods of science have acquired almost unlimited powers, commanding thunder, mimicking earthquakes, and mocking the invisible world.
Good God! In what desert land have you lived? These fancies are 1,000 years old, as musty as they are ancient. I, a little expected in this enlightened age, to find a disciple of the sorcerers. You must begin your studies entirely new. I will give you a list of books to read.
I'm tired of Dr. Krempe's spoon feeding.
I am happy to have gained a disciple. And if your application equals your ability, I've no doubt of your success. If your wish is to become a true scientist and not a petty experimentalist, then I advise you to apply yourself to every branch of natural philosophy, including mathematics. Let us go to your new laboratory.
This has been a memorable day, and it has decided my future destiny. I will unfold to the world the deepest mysteries of creation.
Victoria? Victoria! Vicky! Victoria, even though I have never sympathized with your taste in natural science, you have my full support for your current secret endeavor. However, on multiple occasions, I dug up graves from a churchyard and brought you the corpses! Hence, I am a little uneasy about this project.
Henry, please understand that what I'm doing here will only further science.
Dr. Waldman? Victoria? I must take my leave.
Victoria!
Professor Waldman, in you I have found a true friend. You have smoothed for me the path of knowledge in 1,000 ways.
You have applied yourself so closely, with great proficiency, and made many discoveries. Please, do tell.
I've collected bones from crypts and morgues and disturbed with invasive fingers the tremendous secrets of the human frame. My application to anatomy has not been sufficient. I have found in galvanism great potential to examine the causes of life and recreate it.
Victoria, the laws of life and death should be respected. I do not think the pursuit of knowledge is an exception to this rule. The raising of ghosts and devils is the only result to be expected. This, I know. I myself have turned from delving into this work.
But then, Professor, you must know this isn't a mere vision of a mad woman. I've applied every waking moment of my genius.
You must add to this research. This will be a deformed and aborted creation.
No!
open would be a better sight than
Cubierto en mierda!
No amount of surgery can fix that face!
By his hands, he shaped the world. He did things to the world. The world was bankrupted of 10 million fine actions the night he passed on. That passage is from Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. I am fortunate to have memorized sections from my favorite works of literature before I lost my sight. Now please, read us the sections I gave you as homework from the Island of the Blue Dolphin.
I sang as I went down the trail to the beach and along the beach to the sandspit. I felt that the day was an omen of good fortune. It was a good day to begin my new home.
Oh, most excellent, my dear Safi, thank you. It is indeed another good day to welcome you to your new home. Agatha, Felicia, this is too much food for me.
Certainly, Papa.
Safi, I am very impressed with your progress. We will continue our English lesson later. Please bring me my ocarina before you depart.
Fathom 5, thy father lies. Of his bones are coral made, those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange.
Who is there? Come in.
Pardon this intrusion. I am a traveler in want of a little rest. You would greatly oblige me if you would allow me to remain a few minutes before the fire.
Enter, and I will try. But my children are not at home, and as I am blind, I am afraid I shall find it very difficult to prepare food for you.
Do not trouble yourself, my kind host. I have food. It is warmth and rest, only that I need.
Ah, by your language, stranger, I suppose you are my countrymen.
I was educated by a multiracial family, but understand English only. I am an unfortunate creature, and I have no friend upon earth. I am an outcast in the world forever.
Oh, do not despair. To be friendless is indeed to be unfortunate, but the hearts of humans, when accepting of difference, are full of love and charity. Rely on your hopes, and if these friends are good, do not despair.
They are kind, but they do discriminate against me. I have a good nature. My life has been, up until now, harmless. But a fatal bigotry clouds their eyes, and where they ought to see a kind friend, they behold only a monster.
If you are really blameless, cannot you enlighten them?
I am about to undertake that task, but I feel overwhelmed by terror. For many months, I have, unknown to them, shown acts of daily kindness. But they believe I wish to injure them, and it is that bigotry which I wish to overcome.
Oh, where do these friends live?
Near this spot.
Ah, if you confide to me the particulars of your tale wholeheartedly, I may be used of telling them. I am blind, born and an exile, and cannot judge of your countenance. But it will give me true pleasure to being any way supportive to a fellow friend.
Excellent, man. I thank you and accept your generous offer. You raised me from the dust by this kindness.
Heaven forbid! Even if you were really criminal, for that can only drive you to desperation and not bring you to virtue. I also am hapless. I and my family have been condemned, although innocent. May I know the names and residence of those friends?
Now is the time. Save and protect me. You and your family are the friends whom I see.
Who are you? Children? Savvy! Savvy! Stop!
It is no longer safe here. We must away.
Are you all right?
My protectors have departed and broken the only link that helped me to the world. For the first time, I am filled with feelings of hatred and revenge. Oh, miserable, unhappy wretch! Helpless and alone. Hateful day when I received life! Accursed creator! Why did you form a monster so hideous that even you turned from me in disgust?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. I found you. Stop! Wait! That looks familiar.
Look closer. Oh, isn't it a beautiful miniature of Mother?
Can I try it on? Please. I promise I won't break it.
I don't know.
Please, 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 please.
Her picture has great relevance to me. Vow that I will see this lovely locket every time I see you.
I promise. Thank you. I miss Mama.
Me too.
Cover your eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Willow! Willow! Oh, Willow! Willow, you can't be forever in hiding! Willow!
What is the meaning of this?
Let me go! Let me go!
I do not not intend to hurt you. Why do you wish to run from me?
Because you are a hideous monster, and if my papa finds out, he will hurt you.
You will never see your papa again. You must come with me. You will be my friend.
I don't want to be friends with an ugly ogre.
Who taught you this hatred?
My father, Monsieur Frankenstein.
Frankenstein? You belong to my enemy. I seek revenge, and you will be my first victim.
No! Let me go! Help! Help! Help!
Awake, fairest. Thy lover is near. My beloved, awake.
Willow! Willow!
Willow!
Willow!
Willow!
Willow!
Willow! No! What happened to my sweet child? We were just playing and I was looking after. Clearly you weren't! I'm sorry! You know this area is dangerous! Where's the miniature picture of Mother? I just gave it to her. She must have lost it. Why would you give that to a child? Children lose everything! She promised she would take care of it. No! Not the loss of another beloved member of our family. Willow, whose smiles delighted and warmed my heart, was murdered. My gentle child now sleeps with my angel wife.
Viens, do, tris. Viens, do, tris.
At isa, dalawa, isa, dalawa, isa, dalawa, isa. This is my own hands' creation. The blanket from my lab is proof that the wretched killer is the filthy demon cursing me with the death of my dear sister. Beast, come out! We cannot have this go any further! You cannot hide from me!
Victoria, what are you doing here?
The same could be asked of you, so close to the scene of abomination. Such depravity and ingratitude.
What are you talking about?
Your cousin Willow is dead.
What? How?
What is that? This is Mother's picture miniature. Elizabeth gave this to Willow.
I don't know how the locket got here.
You twisted the neck of my darling sister for a glittering temptation.
God knows how entirely I am innocent. You, however, are not. I have witnessed the monstrosity that you have created and abandoned. And now, it is back to destroy everyone that you love.
You have not seen anything. Say it!
I saw what you made of the bones and flesh of cadavers.
Father, I have found Justine. She is the wicked murderer of our innocent girl.
Don't believe her. Why are you doing this, Victoria? You
You
don't
will
have
see
to.
your guilt. Stop! You will see your guilt. Look!
Victoria.
What I discovered in Justine's pocket. This is the miniature that Elizabeth gave to Willow.
I can give no accounts of this.
Why was this picture found in your pocket if you're not suffering from the guilt of your horrible crime? Justine, confess. You are the murderer of poor Willow. Confess!
I know how fatally this weighs against me, but I have no power of explaining it. Did the murderer place it there? I pledge my salvation on my innocence.
I know of Justine's character and believe and rely on her perfect innocence. When I see a fellow creature about to perish through the cowardice of her pretended friends, I say what I know of her character.
I commit my cause to your justice.
How shall I ever again believe in human goodness? How could you put on smiles of innocence only to betray the family that loved you?
Justine, confess, and perhaps Father will judge you less harshly.
The murder was fashioned from the deathly remains that Victoria created a hideous life.
How can that be, Father? You cannot trust someone who has already lied.
That's impossible, Justine. One cannot play with life and death like that.
You are the monster, Justine.
Yes, I did the malicious deed. I murdered my dear Willow.
An eye for an eye.
Justine acted like the most affectionate mother towards Willow. She had no temptation for such an action.
Justine, why do you rob me of my last consolation? I did confess, but I confessed a lie. What could I do?
Father, you cannot. She does not deserve to die. Father, banish her. That is the greatest punishment that she can serve, and she will feel the fear and pain Willow must have felt when she died.
Then she's to be put out. She's banished.
How did I get to this place? Can't recognize what face. I don't know who's to blame. Maybe I deserve the shame. Everything I've given reason that I'm living's for you. Why couldn't I keep you from harm? Now the world is saying crazy things and I just wanna hold you. They tore you from my loving arms. I'll take the blame, I'll take the shame. Because who am I to complain? I'll take the dirt, I'll take the hurt. You can't bury me with the pain, the pain. How can I make my peace? Guilty to running free. Monsters everywhere, caught in a dark nightmare. Can no one hear me scream and carrying these demons? I swear, one day they'll see what they've done. Evil wanted dead, but I can see the light up there. There's only so far you can run, but I'll take the blame, I'll take the shame. Because who am I to complain? I'll take the dirt, I'll take the hurt. You can't bury me with the pain, the pain. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it all. I'll take the blame, I'll take the shame. Because who am I to complain? I'll take the dirt, I'll take the hurt. You can't bury me with the pain. Even if I should fall, you'll never take my song. Keep your pain, keep your sin. I am innocent. If anyone can hear me, never stop believing. I know there's only so much you can take. All the odds against you, they will never break you. Tell me you'll fight till your dying day. Can't take the blame, won't take the shame. I'll tell you
I expected this. Everyone hates the wretched. I have wandered these caves of ice many days, and now I finally find you.
Do you not fear my fierce vengeance wreaked upon your miserable head?
Be calm. I beg you to hear me before you vent your hatred upon me. I am your creature. I ought to be your Adam, but rather I am the fallen angel for no misdeed.
No misdeed. I will not hear you. Cursed be the day in which you first saw light. You have made me wretched beyond expression.
I only ask for your acceptance. You don't even have to be my friend. You are superior to me. But no, I am a creature that has feelings. As you do, as you have made me. Do you truly feel you owe me no happiness?
Happiness? You have done nothing but spread malice since the day these damn hands created you! Oh, if only I could give life to those you have so diabolically murdered.
I see you have made up your mind to deny me any sympathy. I must demand of you then, as the architect of my existence, that you create another like me with whom I may share my life, as you do with Elizabeth.
No, do not say her name!
And I demand it of you as a right, which you must not refuse.
No!
I was benevolent and good. Misery made me a fiend.
Go, wretched devil! You are owed nothing!
Beware! For I am fearless and therefore powerful. I will watch with the wiliness of a snake that I may sting with its venom. Woman, you shall atone of the injuries you have inflicted.
Victoria?
My reign is not over yet. Follow me. I seek the everlasting ices of the north, where you will feel the misery of cold and frost, to which I am immune.
Miserable devil! Never will I give up my search until you or I die!
Thank you for the corrections you have made to the notes I've written concerning your history.
I believe that in my dreams I'm speaking with Elizabeth and my mother. When I was younger, I believed myself destined for some great enterprise. When I conceived the idea and executed the creation of a sensitive and rational animal, I knew I was not a part of the herd of the common. Now, this thought only serves to plunge me lower in the dust.
Your terrible tale has spurred me to reflect that the lives of all these men and women are endangered through me. If we are lost, my mad schemes are the cause. I've consented to return now that the ice is breaking beneath us.
Think not, Walton, that in my last moments, I feel that ardent desire of revenge I once expressed, but I do feel justified in desiring the death of my enemy. In a fit of enthusiastic madness, I created a rational creature and was bound to them as if they were my child. To assure, as far as was in my power, their happiness and well-being. This was my duty. But there was another still greater than that. My duties towards my own species took priority. I destroyed my friends, beings who were exquisite. I do not know where this thirst for vengeance may end.
That is also my victim. In her murder, my crimes are concluded. Oh, Frankenstein, what would I gain now if I asked for your forgiveness?
Your pleas for forgiveness are now meaningless. Curse you!
Do you dream? Do you think that I was dead to agony and regret? She suffered not the 10,000th portion of the anguish that was mine. I pitied Victoria Frankenstein. My pity amounted to horror. I abhorred myself. But when I discovered that she, the author of my existence and torment, dared to hope for happiness and wished misery and despair upon me, it filled me with a limitless thirst for vengeance. I cannot escape this hateful urge to kill. Evil became my good. You hate me, but not as much as I hate myself. I shall leave on my ice raft and seek the northernmost corner of the globe. I shall collect my funeral pile and consume to ashes this miserable frame. I shall die. Farewell, Frankenstein. Farewell.
carrying the demons, I swear. One day they'll see what they done. Evil one today, but I can see the light out there. There's only so far you can run. I take the blame, I take the shame, because who am I to complain? I take the hurt, I take the dirt. You can bury me with the
You! Listen.
Cumulonimbus. Message.
Tornado! I had forgotten about the cats. I had forgotten about my witnesses. The personality I've chosen is not mine, but a typecast clown. A mediocre excuse. But now it's all I have. The idea of who I am is not fixed. I run away from who I am, and that's not okay. Nobody made me this way. I can't be who I was. I know the cats can hear me. The cats are fair. They won't let unjust things happen to me.
She sits on the hot sun, enjoying life. Suddenly, a big, thick cloud covers the sun. Everything becomes dark. She sees a big, swirling wind in the middle of the sea. It is a tornado. She panics. It comes closer and closer and closer. She's scared now. She keeps asking herself, in which direction should I run? If she goes right, will the tornado follow her? What happens if she runs? Will she be able to make it out alive? When will it disappear? These thoughts keep swirling in her head while she's running. She doesn't know what to do or where to run. She just keeps running. She falls in love with the son of a colonizer. The girl is given a choice. She must either leave her country and move to his land or say goodbye to him and stay in a country that she loves. Her land is so beautiful. Her decision feels impossible. How can she stay in her land while with the boy she loves? She doesn't know what to do. She's confused.
If you had slowed down and listened, maybe you would hear me scream in sheer silence.
Instead of feeling accepted, I feel like an exception.
Talk to me. Listen. Words.
They can only mean so much. But my heart, endless.
When I moved to Canada, my values and morals changed. They don't fit in with those that China taught me. Beep! Beep! Made in China. I'm uprooted, plucked out of my safe, broken blue and white porcelain from rural southeast China into this strange world of North America. It hurts when I'm always the one left, waiting for the teacher to say, "Who doesn't have a partner yet?" At 10 years old, when I was supposed to be carefree and joking, I had no one to talk to. I tried my best to make new friends, but the attempts didn't make me feel any less isolated. There were nights where I cried about wanting to go back to where I belonged, but I can't imagine it now. I am free here. I don't miss the traditional ideologies that China embodies. They are like an outdated joke, tirelessly told over and over. I don't belong to China anymore.
No, you can't stop us, no matter how hard you knock us down. Pick it up, dusting off the ground, cause we falling in line when we hear that sound. We going crazy, y'all Gen X call us lazy. Your bullshit doesn't faze me. I know I'm blazing. You light up the sky, then light up the world. Say you don't care if my future hurt, but yo, I'm just trying to save the world, man. I'm just trying to save the world. So now you're telling me I'm acting naive and saying nothing good ever comes free. And then you're leaving all the cleanup to me. Say the cleanup to me. I ain't no Superman, no. What I got, won't you take it from me? We got some work to be done in our society. Can't do it alone, can't do it for free. Together we got a responsibility. Go stupid, so numb, blowing up, showing off where I'm from. Get the bag, dirty money, ain't no fun. I ain't sticking around for your little hit and run, no. Y'all aiming, losing your head, indifferent. Another day, spending on your people while you're trying to make the bread. You been sleeping, now it's time to make your bed. So now you're telling me I'm acting naive and saying nothing good ever comes free. And then you're leaving all the cleanup to me. Say the cleanup to me. I ain't no Superman, no. You want what I got, won't you take it from me? We got some work to be done in our society. Can't do it alone, can't do it for free. Together we got a responsibility. Say, you want what I got, won't you take it from me? We got some work to be done in our society. Can't do it alone, can't do it for free. Together we got a responsibility.
PTSD? Shell shock? Guilt? They try to label your sickness. I wouldn't call it depression. Just that I'm sad. School just gets scarier with everyone talking about scholarships and applications.
Applications!
Are you living your life? Or are you just following the path laid by elders? As long as I continue doing what I love, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. Disregarding my own health and wellness to act as another expendable pawn. I just blend into the crowd. My opinion, unseen and unheard.
Crowd!
I've been modeling myself after others for so long that I don't know who I am anymore. Society expects me to function like everyone else. But what if I don't want to?
If you feel sad, there is always a reason. But I used to believe that I did not deserve to feel the empty sadness I was coping with. Because I had a roof over my head, enough food, wasn't being abused, and was never diagnosed with any sort of mental illness. I thought I was whole, even though I was never diagnosed. I think I may have had a functioning depression. I felt so isolated, not wanted or needed, that it grew to the point where I became numb. I would always tell myself that if I died, no one would miss me because no one cared about me, so there was no point in being alive. And then I met Lucy and Bettina, 2 girls at my school, when I joined the basketball and volleyball club. It was then that I thought, if I died, maybe they would miss me. At least a little. Today, I am more confident. I have grown. And maybe I'm a little closer to those heroes that I used to admire.
I think I figured it out now, and I'm fighting for my refuge. Like I'm the hopeless and broken down, still a searching the night sky, bright eyes, looking to you. 'Cause all I know is around me, fighting and fighting, there's something new. I think I figured it out now, and I'm fighting for my refuge.
I hit the wall and I tore it down, been going somewhere. No stopping now, I can hear the sounds, can feel the thunder.
And I've been so empty for a while now. This house ain't no home, so I'm crying out. Tell me what we got, what are we thinking of? We're broken and full of doubt. I think I figured it out now. And I'm fighting for my refuge. Like I'm the hopeless and broken down. Still I'm searching the night sky, bright eyes, looking to you. 'Cause all I know is around me, fighting and fighting, praying for something new. I think I figured it out now. And I'm fighting for my refuge. I think I figured it out now. And I'm fighting for my refuge. Like I'm the hopeless and broken down. Still I'm searching the night sky, bright eyes, looking to you. 'Cause all I know is around me, fighting, fighting, praying for something new. I think I figured it out now. And I'm fighting for my refuge.
Dear Father, I write to you because you won't listen to me, and I can't take it anymore. I've been dealing with anxiety since I was 16. As your son, if I knew that you were dealing with the same mental health issues that I am currently coping with right now, it would have given us both a deeper understanding of each other. Father, you taught me morality, ideals, and beliefs. But when it came to yourself, you thought that help was something that you never needed. Your youngest son feels the haunting failure when I chose not to speak to you sooner. I battle not for myself, but with myself. Men don't want to talk about mental health because it's perceived as frailty. But to be vulnerable is our greatest strength. I hope you are not too far gone to hear this, Father. I pray that it is not too late. Sincerely, your son, your white knight, Arjun. P.S. I love you.
Yeah!
Hello, hello, everybody. Nice to see you all out for our watch party. I'd like to introduce our lovely group who is here from Away with Home, Miscellaneous Productions Away with Home. This is the original and wonderful cast. And I'll start with Zephania Hardian. If you could give us a big hello.
Hello.
Lucy Luau, and I've probably said that incorrectly.
Hi.
Lennox Johnston Yu. Hello, great, thanks. Arjun Panesar.
Good evening, everybody.
And Kevin Nguyen. Can you give us a big hello, Kevin?
Hello, everyone.
Great. We've had a bunch of questions throughout the screenings, and now I'm going to launch into this one. There's a question that came in. How long was the rehearsal process for your production? For Monsters, it was almost a full year from casting to performance. Who would like to answer this question? Who would like to begin? Arjun.
So the rehearsal process went on for a full year. We took breaks in between Christmas time and a little bit in between spring break. But for the most part, every weekend was dedicated to the rehearsal process of Away with Home.
Does anybody else want to answer that? Lennox?
Well,
Yeah, it was about a year. But the funny thing about that, I honestly thought it was gonna feel like a year. It did not feel like a year. It felt way shorter than that. But you know, I guess that's what happens when you have a good time with stuff.
Thanks. Thanks both of you. Good, fantastic answers. We have a really good question that I think Bonnie and Jason from Izumi Taiko would appreciate. How do you keep track of what part is next during the taiko drumming? Who wants to answer that question? Fantastic question. Lucy, we'll start with you and then go to Lennox.
That was something that we definitely had to deal with a lot during the time. And for us, we recorded videos of us playing, and to keep ourselves fresh in the memory, we use that video to practice between each sessions. Otherwise, it was definitely very difficult to keep track of what part is next.
Thanks, Lucy. Great answer. Lennox?
Yeah, it was actually really hard. I remember it was really close to when we were supposed to perform, and we were like we had it, but every so often we were like, oh man, what is it? And like it really took a lot of dedication to try and get that right.
Does anyone else want to answer that question about the taiko drumming? Kevin?
Yeah, it was so much practicing, and even on top of that, during the taiko section, if we lost focus for even 1 second, we already screwed up. Like, we had so much practice, and in the performance, it really was that huge focus that we put into it, and we got it right.
Thanks. Great answers, all of you. Anybody else want to answer that? Because we've got another great question that just came in. The question is, how long did it take to learn the dances in Away with Home? Lennox, do you want to give us an answer, please?
The whole year. It would, oh my god, especially 'cause I'm not a dancer at all. Well, I guess technically now I am, but I was not a dancer in the slightest. So that in particular was pretty hard for me to do, but like yeah, the whole year. But like it was it was really fun though, honestly.
Lucy and then Arjun.
To add on to that, I want to say that at the beginning of the dance rehearsals, it was very much a exploration process. We worked on many foundational techniques, and then we went into different like types of exploring, like how the dance ties into the whole show. And finally, it became more of a rehearsal, and let's get the right routine.
Excellent answer. Thank you. Arjun.
To add on to that, actually, I noticed that when we started, we did the exploration process of the dance, which went on for a few months. I think about the first 3 or 4 months of the program, and the last 5 to 6 months that we had of the process was basically creating and cleaning the whole choreography. So the choreography sections you see are actually made in less than a year, and they're put to the same type of expertise that a full year takes. So excellent job.
Thank you. Zephania, we haven't heard from you. Do you want to talk a little bit about the dance? Because you really shone in that part of the show.
Yeah, I basically have experience in dancing, but the dancing that Natasha Gori taught us is pretty hard. And then it took us like, yeah, a year, honestly, just to learn all the moves and stuff. But for the choreography, I think it was like 6 months, I believe. Because 6 months we had this we trained basic first, and then we start learning choreography.
Thank you. Wonderful answers, all of you. Thank you very much. Here's a great question. How did you grow as artists through the process? And I'd like to hear from all of you on this because it's going to be a very individualized type of answer. Who would like to begin about talking about your growth as artists through the process? Arjun, and then Kevin, please.
This is a really great question because my piece was so personal for myself. Having to be able to explore emotions that were, albeit unstable at the beginning of the program, and be able to fully fledge them was really the biggest part of my journey at Miscellaneous. I was able to develop as a person, develop as a human, and develop as an artist and understanding the emotions that I had and the emotions that I was putting towards. So, really, it was groundbreaking for myself.
Thanks, Arjun. Kevin?
Yeah. So at the beginning of Miscellaneous Productions, I actually I was very interested in the art industry, and throughout the whole process, it helped me develop technique, learn a lot more about myself, and it honestly has been a very instrumental part of why I'm continuing to pursue acting now.
Thanks, Kevin. Lennox.
Yeah, sorry. Um, for me specifically, my piece, though not quite as literally as some other pieces, but it tackled some stuff that I was definitely not okay with in my head at the time. And then as time went on, I was like able to kind of work through it. And I kind of like through this program is how I realized that like art and performance and writing can really help you through like that stuff you're trying to deal with, which, you know, of course I had an idea before, but you know, it's nice to live it through to really get the idea. So definitely that's a huge part of it for me.
Lucy, do you want to? Yes, please.
Hi. So I think well, first of all, Miscellaneous provided a really safe space and so much training, professional training with really great artists like Natasha Gori and like Amber. And I was just basically grew a lot in the most basics of techniques. And then Lane was a great director that I learned so much about acting and singing as well with so many great artists. But I think for me very personally, how I grew as an artist, the biggest thing was the confidence that I gained in myself. It was in the way that I used to like shy away from what an artist means, and like I wouldn't think I'm good enough to be an artist. But by the end of the process, I was committed. I knew I'm an artist, so that was my part.
Great, Zephania.
Yeah, before I started this program, I self-doubted myself a lot of time. I before I joined this program, I always asked myself, am I really an artist? Like, am I gonna get through this program, honestly? And especially when writing, it's just, I was new to Canada, and writing isn't my biggest strength, I believe. And then I write something, and ironic enough, here I am studying script writing, and I really, really, really love it. And that's why after I got from this program, I know that I love writing.
Beautiful answers. Thank you, everybody. We've got another answer. What was your favorite part of the journey? What was your favorite part of the journey? Who would like to answer that? Ooh, I can see the ticking going on in the heads here, in these brilliant minds. Kevin.
Favorite part, definitely the dancing. Oh my gosh. Before I even started here at Miscellaneous Productions, I had zero dance experience, and all the choreography, the great directors, the great resources, techniques that were taught to us. It was so much fun to work on my dance ability, and now I still enjoy dancing a lot. Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. Lennox, what was your favorite part of the journey?
Well, this is going to sound really cheesy, but like, of course, there's all the technical things and the art things that we learned and that we were able to, you know, be a part of. But like, honestly, I did not think that I would get this close with you guys. Um, like not just the cast, like everyone on staff, like you guys are so cool. And I honestly didn't know that it was going to be something that was so like close to my heart by the end of it. You know, so that was definitely like I don't know if that's a good answer to the question or if that even answers the question, but that's definitely, I feel like that was my main takeaway.
Thank you. That's an excellent answer. Arjun or Zephania or Lucy? Arjun, favorite part?
I think my favorite part has to be from when we formed as individuals, kind of gaining our own talents, and then went from there to all working together in the dance. You can really see the different leadership aspects of all of us kind of kicking in and coming into use. Some things like, for example, my more dance experience with, Lucy's smarts, with Kevin's creativity, with Lennox's ability to be able to, come up with creative and funny schemes of how this may look. Zephania's hardworking, talented. All of it just really worked out together, and I think my favorite part was just the process in it all.
Lucy, you were gonna, thank you, Arjun. Lucy, you were gonna speak about this favorite part of the journey.
It's actually so hard because I agreed with all three of you that said each of those things. I dancing was something that I'm keeping in my life now, and I love it. And like I'm getting a little sentimental here because like I can't believe like it's been a year, and thinking back to all the memories that we made, either like at the food table or like during breaks, like during like rehearsals. That's just doesn't seem like it's ending, but it's ended, and it was a great memory. So yeah, I guess not a very good answer, but it's the whole part.
No, you guys are fantastic dancers now. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Thank you. Zephania.
Yeah, I have to agree with Lennox. You here because I really really like you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I like food here. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like everything. I like dancing and I like the acting. I like the choreographer. I love the staff. I love everything, honestly. My favorite part is everything. It really a life changer for me, at least. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Here's another question for you. How did you like the costumes? The costumes were made by Megan Leeson and her crew. Arjun had his hand up first, and then Lennox had their hand up.
Big shout out to Megan Leeson, the best costumes and the comfiest, can I just say. Having worked on both Haunted House and Away with Home, I gotta say that the costumes have just been impeccable and on point, and Megan does a fantastic job.
Thanks. Lennox, do you want to talk about your costume?
Boy, do I. Oh my God. I remember there was a specific point where I was like, Elaine, I want to be a very, very cool young British boy. That's all I want. That is what I want from this. And I am very happy to say I definitely got there. Definitely got that. All thanks to those awesome costumes. Oh my God, I have so many of them. Like I bought them afterwards because I love them so much. It was like, oh my God. Especially since because for the most part, costumes that I've worked with before is like high school theater budget, like old, like moth eaten whatever. So like this was definitely amazing. The costumes were insane. I loved them. I love them so much.
Thanks. Lucy.
Yeah, just again, agreeing with the last two. But I want to say that the costumes, I really like them in the way that it helped me fully transform into my character. Because just a couple weeks before or as the costumes were prepared, like once I got into them, I could feel like much more in the game and like ready to go.
Thank you. And Lucy was Lucy's a perfect sample size. So a lot of the sort of beta testing for the costumes we did with Lucy. So that was a really great process as well. Kevin or Zephania, do you want to talk about the costumes? Kevin.
Yeah, that costume. There's something about me and costumes that I just love to have it on. Either I'm doing the show or not. It's the huge shout out to Megan because all of the costumes they seem to fit this aesthetic, and it was such a cool style to wear, and it really made me feel as if I was a part of something that was so much bigger, right? Because all of us we had our own distinct costumes, but um, we had so many photo shoots, and I just love the way we all look. We were rocking it, you know.
Thank you. Lovely answer. Thank you. Zephania, do you want to talk at all about your costume, that rockin' hat that you wore? No? Okay. We have another couple of great questions here that I'd like to get to. And maybe Zephania, if you want to begin with the answers, okay? How did you come up with the storyline? How did you come up with the storyline? So I'm not sure if this question talks about the whole piece or about your individual pieces, but if you want to talk about both, I mean, from my perspective as the dramaturg and the director, it was really just getting to know all of you. And then a lot of time just thinking about how can I put together a piece that really reflects you and your concerns. And it was developed slowly over time. And so much of it depended on getting to know you. So, but from your perspective as young co-creators and young performers, what was it like to come up with the storyline? Sure, if Lennox wants to begin, or Zephania. Or we can go to
Awesome.
Lennox and come back to Zephania. Okay, let's do that. Lennox.
Cool. So for the most part, my piece, which centered the story part of it, centers mostly around I leave the house and it's nighttime and I meet a cat, and that that actually happened. That's not me just trying to make it seem all metaphorical. Like that actually happened, and I think it was really helpful that did happen, so I could actually kind of tap into the feeling from that real life experience. And as for the process of it, I actually, if I remember correctly, I think I actually had something pretty close to what my finished piece was really early on. Probably because of that exact experience that kind of helped me tie together exactly what I was feeling and what I was thinking. So, yeah, that's the whole story for me.
Who else would like to answer this question? How did you come up with the storyline? Kevin.
Yeah, it began, in my opinion, fairly slowly because a lot of it we had to lay a lot of groundwork. And Elaine, you played a big part in helping us with our scripts because we had a lot of discussions about stream of consciousness, a lot of allegories in the scripts, and a lot of it may not make sense to not everyone in the audience would understand it, but certain lines they had these meanings to me that I was saying it for me. It was how do I say this? I'm not. Basically, I was saying it for me, and I just strung together a bunch of random thoughts that I needed to get off my chest, and yeah, they were just truths for me that I believed in. Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. Lucy, would you like to give that question a go?
Yeah, very similarly to Kevin, my piece was also made up of a bunch of unconscious or stream of consciousness thoughts. And at the very beginning of the process, Elaine had some prompt questions regarding what our home and belonging or identity looked like. And at the time, I really struggled to answer those questions because as a first generation immigrant to Canada, I wasn't sure exactly where my home is. And that's what a lot of my piece ended up exploring. And for me, I like to write, and I like to write a lot, so I just kept writing. And so my initial draft was very lengthy, but eventually Elaine helped me cut down quite a bit of the piece and eventually forged it into what it is today.
Thanks, Lucy. I don't believe Arjun or Zephania's answered that question yet. How did you come up with the storyline? You can opt out if you don't want to answer it too. Arjun.
Yes. The storyline for my piece was kind of more like a call out for help for men's mental health. I kind of came to Miscellaneous with this idea that I wanted to have this piece for men and youth who have gone through the struggle of having their parents deal with mental health without themselves knowing what it is. And I feel that the piece that I put together really helped me understand myself a lot better.
Thanks. Arjun, don't touch your microphone when you're speaking because we're getting a lot of click, 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 click. Okay, thanks. Zephania, do you want to talk about the tornado piece?
Yeah, so it's a very allegorical piece because I wasn't quite ready, I think, to share back then. I wish I had talked about my immigration stuff because I have a lot of story about that right now. But yeah, I didn't know. So basically how it come up is I was really struggling to what I want to write, and then I'm really kind of almost have a breakdown in some sense. And then I thought, why don't we just write about that uneasy feeling? Why, yeah, that's what I write about then. Like the tornado is like something that is unpredictable. It's like your life, I guess. And then it kind of chases you and you don't know where to run, something like that. Yeah.
Excellent. And we use that tornado metaphor throughout the entire performance. And we really love that metaphor. And that came from you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. We have another question here. And it's come up before. It's a good question. What is something you wish you knew before the program started? What is something you wish you knew before the program started? Oh boy. Okay, let's go Lennox and then Arjun. And then Zephania.
I've probably mentioned this before, but like honestly, I wish I knew that I didn't have to have all the answers right away. And it's mind-blowing now to think that I used to feel like so downtrodden over the fact that I didn't know and I couldn't like figure it out and I couldn't put it into words. But like if anything, like the creative process and creating something out of that mash of nonsense in your head, like if anything, knowing now that you don't have to get there right away, you don't have to be done as soon as you start, that's definitely, I wish that I had known that before.
Thanks. Fantastic answer. Thank you. Who else would like to answer that question? Arjun.
If I can get philosophical with this, I wish that I knew the journey that I was going to embark on that I then finished after Miscellaneous, for I would have been far more grateful to know what I was going to be going through. That's it.
Thanks, Arjun. Zephania, I think you had your hand up, yes?
I see it's gonna sound a bit silly, but I didn't know a lot of terms in English. Like I didn't know anything, so I kind of feel back then I did feel a bit out of place in some sense. But you guys have been great, of course. But I just feel like a little bit out of place. I didn't know what feminism is, which is crazy, and I didn't know like people are actually is not that racist, and I didn't know that a lot of terms, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but I was new, so.
Thank you. No, it's not silly. It's a great answer. Thank you. Kevin, Lucy?
I think for me that one thing I wish I knew was that joining Miscellaneous was one of the best decisions that I was going to make. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Kevin, you want to give us an answer there? Aw.
What I wish I knew is that I wish I already knew that well, this answer changes every day, but I wish that I already knew that this was what I wanted to do. Because at the beginning of this, I lie to myself a lot, but honestly, at the beginning of this, I wasn't very committed because I was still scared of committing too much and failing in the end. But thankfully, Miscellaneous Productions, it worked in a positive way for me. It helped me develop myself and to feel proud of who I am as an artist.
Thank you. Beautiful answers, all of you. We have one last question, and then we're going to have to say thanks and good night to our lovely audience. And the question is, how did you find out about Miscellaneous Productions, and what made you want to join the company? Who would like to answer that? Wow. Okay. Let's go Arjun, Lucy, and then Lennox. How about that? And then Zephania, and then Kevin.
As a young actor in the city of Vancouver, I was very hungry for anything to get myself into the arts. Miscellaneous Productions was kind of my first real taste of that, and I got that when I turned 18. This was just online, so ever since then I've kind of had the word of mouth and built myself from there.
And I think Lucy was next, yes? Lucy?
Yeah. So I was friends with one of the cast members from Monsters, Claudia. I don't know her last name, but she told me about this huge opportunity to audition, and you know what really got me was that she was like, oh yeah, they get you free food every time you go, and then that was part of the reason, but also like singing lessons and dance lessons, and just a great opportunity to do arts, which I haven't had much experience with, but she was so encouraging, and like I came to the audition and I just wanted to stay.
Excellent, thank you. And I believe I can't remember who was next. So much for my moderation. Lennox. Sorry about that, folks.
All good. Okay, so essentially oh my god, I wasn't even old enough to be in the program at the time because my birthday came like 2 months in, so it was fine. But like, so I was like a stupid 13-year-old, and my dad was like, found a thing, you're gonna audition because you're gonna like it. And I'm like, I probably will. And then we just went, and then I'm no quitter, so of course I don't drop out. I'm having a good time, getting some good foods, hanging with some cool people. Of course I'm not gonna leave this like awesome program all of a sudden. But like, yeah, literally it was just, hey, I found a thing and I think you should audition. And I was like, okay. Like the retroactive irony, like I had no idea what a big thing it would become.
Thank you. Zephania?
Yeah, I found out when you guys did workshop at like newcomers thing, I think, yeah. And
it was through the Vancouver School Board, and it was called the Enterprising Youth Program.
Oh, EIYP, I believe. Yeah, that one. Yeah. And then I used to join theater back home, and I was like, why don't I join theater right now? Because I can learn my English. And then so I did. And then I went to audition, and then I got food, and then I like it. Yeah.
Nice to hear our food is so great. Kevin, you're going to be the last answer, and then we're going to say goodnight to our lovely audience.
All right. So I went to a high school that one of the staff also went to. So I had already heard a bit about miscellaneous productions, and I was in my final year of high school, so the most stressful year. And I when I heard about it and I saw the flyer, I was thinking to myself, you know, I don't wanna think about all the stress of my final year of high school. I'm gonna go do what I know that I love. I'm gonna go do theater. Yeah, and that's how I found miscellaneous productions.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to thank you one at a time, and if you could just say goodbye to the audience. Thank you, Zephania.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lennox.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Carmina. We love you.
Carmina, who helped us write one of the sections, a beautiful section of the performance. Thank you, Carmina Chang. Yes, hi to Carmina. And
Absolutely.
right on. And Arjun
Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
and Lucy
Thank you all for staying with us.
and Kevin, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you for all your questions.
Thanks, everybody. And if you have a question that didn't get onto this online watch party, you can just put it in the comments section of the Facebook and we'll get to it in the next few days. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you, lovely cast members. Thank you, everybody at the back end of this performance night, movie night. There were a lot of people working on the back end, and we really appreciate your outreach efforts. We really appreciate all of your technical skills. And thanks to our audience. Keep in touch. We have more events coming up. Keep in touch with us. Stay on our Facebook page. We have an Instagram account and we have a Twitter. Thanks, everybody. Have a lovely evening and a fantastic weekend. Bye.